Peace and light, everyone, and welcome to PIM's Balances Midweek Boost. I'm your host, Dr. Jackie. The title of today's episode is Find Your Midweek Groove. I want to welcome you to episode 3 of our February Midweek Boost series with the Now Factor News segment. Today, we're focusing on finding your groove, the flow state where tasks feel smoother, energy feels balanced, and the week starts to move with purpose and ease. Let's dive in and rediscover our rhythm together. Pray with me now. Just a brief prayer of clarity. So I ask that you just kind of relax right about now and just listen as I lift my voice up to the Most High and ask for us to be blessed during this show and this week. Most High, I come to you now and I ask that you bless me as I present the material in today's episode. And I ask that you bless the listeners and the viewers. Bless us with balance, clarity, and a steady flow of energy to guide us through this week. Ashe and Amen. The content is for inspirational and encouragement purposes only on the midweek boost. Please consult professionals for medical, mental health, or other expert advice. I'd like to give a music attribution shout out to the wonderful artist whose music is playing in the background of today's episode. First up, YouTube. I want to give you a shout out for allowing me to use your non copyrighted music within your non copyrighted library. Shout out to Safirios Embrace from Breaking Copyright, non copyrighted music. We're also going to hear a track by Deep Instrumental Worship. The track is titled Peace. Listener shout out. I want to thank you, everyone who listens and who tunes in and who views our videos. And I just want to thank you for sharing your stories when you do. And remember that every little step you take matters, and we see you. Here's a reminder about the worksheet that accompanies each month's episode. Each month, I provide a midweek boost worksheet that's designed to complement the themes and practices for each episode. These worksheets are a valuable tool for reflection, goal setting, and personal growth. They offer actionable steps, thought provoking journal prompts, and affirmations to help you integrate the lessons from each show into your daily life. So I invite all listeners and viewers to request a copy of our midweek boost worksheet. It's a comprehensive worksheet that's designed to help you reflect, set goals, and stay focused as you integrate each episode's themes into your daily life. And you can easily receive a copy or request a copy by emailing me directly at pimsbalances.com, downloading it from the PIMS Balance website, or accessing the link provided with the episode's video on YouTube or on Rumble. Reminder of those facing challenges, let's take a moment to send love, strength, and light to those who are carrying heavy burdens. Let's have a moment of silence. Thank you. May they find peace, courage, and support all of those who are facing challenges. Ashe. Today's moral story is titled The Wood Cutter and the Axe. Working smarter, not harder. Once upon a time, a woodcutter was hired to chop wood. On his first day, he cut down 15 trees. The next day, despite working harder, he managed only 10. By the third day, he was exhausted and barely cut 5. Frustrated, He went to his boss and asked what he was doing wrong. His boss simply asked him, "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" The woodcutter realized he had been so busy chopping trees that he forgot to sharpen his tool. This lesson is clear here. It's all about when we work harder, it isn't always the answer. Sometimes we need to pause and sharpen our tools. I know I've done that before. Sometimes I get to so deeply focus into one action. It's like I am in a flow, and then my energy will wane and drain because I haven't checked something. My stapler runs out of staples, or my ink pens don't have enough ink in them to write what I need to write when it comes to notes and things like that. But I think I'd be in the flow because I'm continuously working. But if I would have just fell back and made sure that I had the extra staples ready just in case I run out, or did a test drive on my ink pens to make sure that they were all full of ink, that could have made a much smoother process instead of having to stop and refill the stapler, stop and go and find some pens that are not out of ink. And so sometimes we need to pause and sharpen our tools, just like the woodcutter. He was working, he was on a steady roll. There are 15 trees, and then 10 trees, and then five. And then he realized after his boss asked him, "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" Don't forget to sharpen our tools. And that's a great lesson for all of us. And so, whether it's rest, reflection, or reorganizing priorities, and rest is a tool. Our body is our major tool. And I ran into that one too, as well. Just working continuously, consistently, and before I know it, my body is exhausted. It leaves us susceptible to catch viruses and colds like that. And so, whether it's rest, reflection, or reorganizing priorities, finding your groove means knowing when to stop, realign, and move forward smarter, not harder. The rhythm of midweek energy. Midweek, it often feels like a tightrope walk. We're balancing tasks and responsibilities, and our dwindling energy reserves as well. But balance doesn't mean standing still, it actually means moving with intention. Think of midweek as a dance. Some steps require strength and focus, while others call for stillness and grace. To find your groove, you must listen to your body, honor your limits, and adjust your rhythm as needed. And remember, consistency beats intensity every time. Small, intentional steps keep you moving forward without burning you out. Energy boosting recipe, the power smoothie, I call this one, you guys. And I tell you, it really works. I had to learn how to really get in my flow, especially when I transitioned from working in corporate America to the radio station. So I went from working in corporate America for many, many years, and then I switched over. I went to broadcasting school, got my broadcasting degree, worked in radio, but I was on the overnight shift, the midnight to 6 o'clock in the morning shift, and my body had to get used to it. So I had to learn how to realign my entire body system and get used to new ways of eating. Power smoothies were one of my major energy boosting tips. And so, this energy boosting recipe, the power smoothie, is one that I would bet on it. It's tried and true. This week's recipe is delicious and it helps to fuel your day. The ingredients are 1 cup of spinach, one banana, 1/2 cup frozen berries, one tablespoon of chia seeds, 1 cup of almond milk or your prepared milk, and 1 teaspoon of honey. And this is optional, whatever your preferred sweetener is. One thing I found out in making this, when I first started making it, it was, oh gosh, it was well about 20 years ago. I was still eating white sugar and I did not like the taste that white sugar, the the consistency of the smoothie just wasn't as smooth as I like it. You could taste the granules of the sugar in your completed smoothie. But after I stopped eating the white sugar, I started using things like honey and powdered sweeteners like stevia and powdered brown sugar, and that gave me that more smoother consistency. But overall, I prefer honey. Just makes the consistency more creamier and smoother. The instructions are you blend them all together and you pour it into the glass and enjoy. But the benefits are powerful, you guys. Spinach boosts iron and energy, and bananas provide quick natural energy. The chia seeds, they offer sustained energy and hydration, which is key. Drink it and you can feel your energy begin to rise. There are a set of rituals that I have coined the midweek reset rituals. Since midweek is a perfect time to reset your energy and your mindset, here are 2 simple rituals to help you stay balanced. Number 1, the midweek check in journal time. I hope you guys are still journaling. Spend 10 minutes writing down what's working and what's draining you, and one small adjustment that you can make. And number 2, the 5-minute mindful breathing exercise. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply for 4 counts. Then hold for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts, and repeat this exercise 5 times. These small rituals create space for clarity and focus in the middle of chaos. Segment 3, mindful reflection, words of wisdom. Here's an African proverb: when the music changes, so does the dance. Life is always shifting. Our energy, responsibilities, and moods change throughout the week. Instead of resisting these shifts, learn to adapt and flow with them. Sometimes finding your groove means changing your steps to match the rhythm of your current season. Today's affirmation: I am in tune with my rhythm and I move through my week with ease and intention. Repeat this affirmation whenever you feel out of sync. Today's journal prompt: take a moment with your journal and reflect on this question: what small habits help me feel balanced and energized during the week? Write them down and commit to one habit this week. Stress relievers and setting boundaries. Set a 10-minute timer for a brain break during your busiest hour, or create a cozy space for a midweek relaxation ritual. And remember, boundaries protect your energy and help you stay in your groove. Segment 4, energy boosting tips. Try taking 5-minute stretch breaks every hour, or prioritize one must do task per day. Black History Month shout out. As we continue to celebrate Black History Month, we honor the countless individuals who demonstrated extraordinary resilience in the face of unimaginable challenges. Their courage inspires us to rise above and create a brighter future. Black History Honors, Dr. John Henry Clark. In today's Black History Honor, we recognize the life and legacy of Dr. John Henry Clark, a towering figure in the study of African history and a pioneer in the field of Africana studies. Born in 1915 in Union Springs, Alabama, Dr. Clark was a self taught historian, educator, and activist who dedicated his life to uncovering the true history of Africa and its people. His mission was to challenge historical distortions and ensure that Black people across the world understood their rich and powerful heritage. Throughout his career, Dr. Clark wrote and edited numerous books, including African People in World History and Christopher Columbus and the African Holocaust, shedding light on the realities of colonialism and the African diaspora. He was also a mentor to many scholars and activists, using his knowledge to empower future generations with historical truth. Dr. John Henry Clark's legacy reminds us of the importance of knowing our true history and using the knowledge to uplift and inspire our communities. His work challenges us to seek truth, embrace our identity, and honor the brilliance of African civilizations. As we continue Black History Month, let's carry his wisdom forward and ensure that we tell our own stories, honor our past, and build a future that's rooted in knowledge and pride. To quote Dr. John Henry Clark, history is not everything, but it is a starting point. Now, welcome to the Now Factor segment. The headline rundown for today's show is Economic Trends in 2025, Inflation and Consumer Habits, and Healthcare Advancements. AI improves patient outcomes. The deep dive. Community efforts for climate change awareness. Local groups are making a significant impact by addressing environmental issues through grassroots efforts. And the Global Pulse. A peaceful protest in Brazil highlights concerns about agricultural policies affecting local farmers. The UN is having discussions on global education reform that spotlight the role of AI in bridging educational gaps. The tech trends and innovations. AI continues to drive healthcare advancements, especially in diagnostics and treatment personalization. Pop Culture Minute. Netflix's latest documentary on resilience in Black history has sparked global conversations about historical triumphs over adversity and fact versus fiction. The myth, resilient people don't feel pain, but the fact says resilience is about feeling the pain and still finding the strength to move forward. Resilience is reflected in the news from global protests to advancement in technology. Let's channel the energy into our own lives and embrace growth through challenges. Today's call to action. If today's episode spoke to you, share it with someone who might need it. And join us next week for more practical tips and soulful inspiration. In today's episode, we explored the importance of working smarter, not harder. Discovered a delicious power smoothie recipe, learned midweek reset rituals, and reflected on the wisdom of adapting our rhythm to match life's changing music, and gave a shout out to the great Black historian educator, our very own Dr. John Henry Clark, and our Black History Month segment and shout out. Join us next week for episode 4, the last episode for the month of February. It's titled Fueling Your Inner Light, where we'll focus on sustaining your energy and joy throughout the week. Your rhythm is yours alone. Honor it, protect it, and let it guide you. Dr. Jackie. Our weekly midweek boost episodes are condensed versions of our full length content designed to give you a quick yet powerful uplift to carry you through the week. While these episodes provide key insights, affirmations, and practical takeaways, the full length versions go much deeper into the theme, offering extended discussions on the episode's topic, more affirmations and journal prompts for reflection, and in depth exploration of spiritual, mental, and emotional growth. If you'd like to dive deeper into any of our episode themes, or to request a free comprehensive worksheet for the month, you can reach out in the following ways. Visit pimsbalances.com's website, comment on YouTube or Rumble under the episode, or you can contact Dr. Jackie directly and take the journey beyond the boost. Empower yourself with the tools, insights that you gain from the show to grow even further. And I want to thank you guys for spending time with us today. Remember to keep finding your groove, honoring your energy, and trusting the process. If you're interested in a deeper dive into today's episode or any of the past episodes, I have created individual episode worksheets and deep dives. I've also created a monthly bundle of 4 to 5 episodes, a subscription or membership model. I have both of those. I have a subscription and I also have a membership model. And then there are special offers. If you are new to paid content, this is the paid content. And so they start at low prices to mid range prices. And offer you guys more insight, in-depth insight into the day's show. And so if you like any of those products, just reach out to me and I'll let you know the prices. And the prices range from $5 to $25, depending on what it is that you are seeking. So, with that said, you guys, I will wrap up and I just want to give a moment of gratitude to the Most High and ask for strength, balance, and clarity as I carry on, as we carry on, and to carry on throughout the week with that in mind. And with that said, you guys, I am going to wrap up. I really enjoyed today's show. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show and that it fit in your vision for energy and for boosting yourself out of the midweek slump. Until next time, Dr. Jackie signing off. Peace and light.